What is up, you guys? Welcome back into a new Lego showcase. And today we are doing my showcase for Black Panther, the first movie, since the movie comes out in a few days. So I think it may be coming out tomorrow. I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah. We are doing my showcase on Black Panther, and I'm really excited for this one because it was hard to make the figures for it, and I'm glad to be showing them off to you guys. So yeah, let's get started. So our first figure we have here is T'Challa. I used some black legs, some black arms, reddish brown hands, and the head and hair from Finn to round him out. And I think it looks really nice, and yeah. And I also used the torso from the Star-Lord and T'Challa combo mashup and flipped it around to give him that purple accent. And I think it turned out really nice. If you wanted to, he doesn't really have it in this movie, but if you wanted to, I'm sure you could use the face from T'Challa Star-Lord that I used on other figures, and that's why I didn't use it here for T'Challa, but yeah, that is T'Challa. Next up, we have Black Panther from the beginning of the movie when he stops the people in the I don't really remember the movie that much. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I think it was a car. He had to punch a guy and something like that. I don't remember. I used the torso, arms, hands are all from the Infinity War Black Panther that came with the attack on Wakanda. And that gives him the nice torso there. And then I used the head and ears from the Black Panther from Captain America Civil War. And then the legs are from the Death Star Cannon Trooper to give him that nice detailing on the legs. Just so I didn't have to use bland black legs. And I thought those looked added a nice touch on the figure, so that's what I did. Next up, we have Shuri, and this was a difficult one to make because the hair I wanted to use, I looked in my Lego piece bin and I couldn't find it, so we had to use this hair from the collectible minifigure series from Lego. Yeah, not any specific collectible minifigure series, just the normal ones, not the Marvel ones or anything. I used the torso flipped around from one of the Star Wars commanding officers to give her that black detail look there. I gave her some reddish brown arms from Mr. T, some black hands, the head from Shuri, and then these legs here that come from T'Challa Star-Lord. And then you can see that they have those little booster things on the side. And I just think they look like a nice pants combo for Shuri. And yeah, it was really difficult to figure out what pieces I wanted to use for this figure, but that is what I came up with. Next up, we have Okoye, and I used the torso, arms, hands, head, and staff piece all from the regular Okoye that came out with the Black Panther sets. And I used the legs from Miss Scratch and Post to give her that nice detail. Now, I'm not the first one to use those. I think Mini Superheroes Today used them at one point in his showcase. I don't remember, but I'm just saying I'm not the first one to use that idea, so yeah. But I think the legs make her look like she has more printing, because if you just use dark brown legs, it'd be kind of bland, and I don't really like making figures so bland because it's not interesting. And this camera will not stop it today. Like, it will not stay in one place. But yeah, that is Okoye. Next up, we have Nakia. I used the torso and arms. The torso is flipped around from the Iron Man minifigure from, like, I want to say 2017. I used the neck piece from the Praetorian Guards just to add some detail, like shoulder pads on there. I gave her some reddish brown hands, the head from Kayla Watts from the Jurassic World Dominion sets back a few months and months ago. But I used the legs from an Agent minifigure that gave her some nice shin pads and knee pads and stuff like that for battle. And then I used the hair from the actual Nakia figure from Black Panther. And no, I do not have any other parts from that. Next figure we have is M'Baku. And M'Baku was a harder figure to make because he had detailed pieces. I don't know what's on my hand. But anyway, he had some detailed pieces that it was hard to figure out what to use for him because he had so much detail. So I used the arms, hands, and little hairpiece from Mr. T to give him those bare arms with the little shaved hair, kind of. And I gave him the head from T'Challa Star-Lord, and then the neck piece from, I cannot pronounce his name, Korg from Thor Love and Thunder sets, with the nice scarf there. I think it's also come on Kraven the Hunter, but Korg is where I got it from. And I used the torso there from the Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming, I think it was. And then the legs are from Lucy from the Lego Movie 2. And then the staff piece is from Okoye, but I just put it and gave him it for now because we already looked at Okoye. But yeah, that is M'Baku. Next up, we have Zuri, and to build Zuri, I used purple legs, the torso flipped around from the Joker, purple arms, reddish brown hands, and the head from War Machine or Finn from Star Wars, and I gave him a pole piece. And I know he had like white like markings on his face and stuff, but there's absolutely no way to do that in Lego because they haven't made very many African American headpieces, as they haven't made a lot of them with beards. They haven't made any of them with detailing on their face. But that is what we have to work with, and I think it looks a little bit like him, but not all much. Next up, we have Black Panther's mom. I used reddish brown arms, reddish brown hands, the head from Rhodey from the War Machine, and I know it's a guy's face, but it kind of looks like a girl's face once you put them in a dress. So I used the torso and leg piece, you can tell because it has that stud there. It's kind of like a leg brick piece. I use that from Harry Potter, one of those kind of sets. Pretty cool there. And yeah, that's all there is to that figure. And I added this cap on there from the Marvel Advent Calendar or Lego Cities, where you can find that. Next up, we have Ulysses Claw. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. To build him, it was hard because I couldn't find the Ulysses Claw face. I have no clue where it is, but I used Doctor Strange's face because when you put it on the mean side, it kind of looks like him. It kind of looks like Claw a little bit, like Andy Serkis is actor, but not very much like him. But I think it can get us by without using that Claw headpiece. And I used the hair from Claw, and then the torso, arms, and one hand from Claw and I used some black legs. And I didn't put a hand on there because in the movie he had his robotic hand chopped off. So I wanted to make it look like that. And yeah, that is Claw. Next we have Everett Ross, and I use the torso, arms, and legs all from Nick Fury from the SHIELD helicarrier set, the Spider-Man No Way Home / Far From Home set, the plane jet thingy from Far From Home, a lot of different sets. I put some tan hands on there, the hair from old Han Solo. You can also find it on other Lego City types of sets. And I use the head from Tron from the Tron Legacy sets to give him that like stern look he had. And then also you can flip his head around to give him that like laughing expression for when he gets to Wakanda. And yeah, that is Everett Ross. Next up, we have Killmonger in the beginning of the movie. I thought this was a really hard figure to build because I don't have very many pieces from those Black Panther sets because I've like misplaced them and stuff. So the torso I used is Superman Lex Luthor's flipped around, and I used some blue arms, some reddish brown hands, and then the legs are from Lucy from the Lego Movie 2. And then the head is from War Machine from Avengers Endgame or Infinity War Bricktober pack. And then I use the hair from Falcon or T'Challa Star-Lord. So you're going to really need that T'Challa Star-Lord to build these characters. But all in all, that is Killmonger. And I think it really looks like a good build. Next up, we have our final Black Panther suit. And sorry for that explosion in the Lego thing there. But yeah, we have Black Panther in his final upgraded suit with the purple on it. And I used the whole figure. The torso, arms, hands, helmet. I don't know why I said helmet. Headpiece and the horn piece, cat ear type thing from the Black Panther from Endgame Final Battle, the Endgame Shuri helicopter thing. And I used the legs from the Death Trooper from Star Wars that came with the very nice printing on the, it's like the Death Star Cannon Trooper, I think it's called. But yeah, that is the final Black Panther suit. Next up, we have Killmonger's Black Panther suit. I used the head and earpiece from the old Black Panther from 2017 from the Civil War sets. Because, number one, I couldn't find the Killmonger head. I think I lost it. And I just think that head looks better there. I would have showed the Killmonger head on there if I had it, but I don't right now. So I used the torso from Killmonger from the Black Panther sets a long time ago. I used the arms from Spider-Man from the No Way Home black and gold suit. I know they look like spider webs on the arms, but it kind of accents that gold detailing that the figure I think needed. I gave him some black hands, and then the legs are from Spider-Man from that No Way Home set with the vulture guy and stuff like that. But yeah, that is Killmonger, and we have 2 more figures to get through. Next up, we have Killmonger from right before he puts on his Black Panther suit or turns into the suit. I used some reddish brown hands, the torso, arms, and legs from Nick Fury from the SHIELD helicarrier and the Spider-Man sets, a couple of those, and just a lot of places you can get them. And then I got the hair from T'Challa Star-Lord, the face from War Machine, and then I just grabbed these 2 knives from Drax to give him. before he turns into his Killmonger outfit, and I think he turned out really well. I know he was showing his chest, but sadly there are no jacket pieces that show a minifigure's chest, let alone an African American figure. I hope they do go back and make that figure, because that figure would look really awesome, and they already made it in the Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 game a long time ago, but I really wish we'd get another Black Panther set like that, so we could get a Killmonger like that. But yeah, and that is Killmonger Casual. Next up, we have Bucky Barnes from the end of the movie. I used some black legs, the torso flipped around from Ron Weasley. You can see the little opening in there. And I used a tan arm, a tan hand, the face from Bucky Barnes from the CMF series, and then the hair from the Winter Soldier from, what was it? Let's say, 2016, 2017, around the time of the Captain America the Civil War movie. But yeah, that is what I used there, and we'll round the showcase out. And there you guys have it. That was my Black Panther showcase. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments below, and let me know if the Black Panther new movie is good when you see it. And I will be doing a showcase on Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever when I see the movie. I don't know when that'll be, probably in, I don't know, probably a couple of days, probably when it comes out, I'll see it. But yeah, like and subscribe down below, and let me know, what was your favorite character? I know mine was probably the Killmonger minifigure I made, but I don't know what yours was, so put it in the comments below. I think a lot of people will say Black Panther was their favorite, and yeah, it's exciting to see a Black Panther movie again, because the first one was so incredibly awesome. But it's weird that we don't have Black Panther anymore, so I guess we'll have to make do with the Wakanda people we got. So yeah, see you guys later. Like and subscribe. As always, peace out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye from Otterbricks.